Hello everybody, Mr. Mike here, and on today's episode of Gamez Newz Now, episode 6, 10/9/2025, here are the game news stories of this week. Microsoft confirms it scrapped the Xbox Game Pass discount on all games and DLC purchases. Not very good. First Xbox Game Pass lineup announcement since the rise of the price of Ultimate. Yet another retailer has seemingly also abandoned the Xbox. Nintendo reveals mysterious animated short. I wonder what that was. Elon Musk promises his XAI studio will release a great generated AI video game. I don't think that's going to happen. Vampire Survivors is getting online co-op for 4 players in multiplayer for Vampire Survivors. And after epic journey lasting almost 15 years, YouTuber KurtJMac has finally reached Minecraft's Firelands. Very interesting. So even though it's been a very slow news week, I decided why don't we put all the news in one big wrap up for the week. So this is a slow news week, yet here is some. All this on Gamez Newz Now. Hello everybody. Oh boy, it's been a week, hasn't it? Oh yes, it's been a week for me. I know that for a fact. Thank you for bearing with me. I know I was tempting to do more news talk during the week, but there hasn't really been that much big gaming news out there this week. It's been kind of deadish, except for Xbox and Microsoft, of course. And we got a bunch of news on that stuff today. But otherwise, it's been not too big or bad. Next week, they'll be changing, though, for gaming news, I'm sure. I guess probably a few games are going to be coming out next week. Plus, a certain Xbox ROG Ally will be coming out next week. Cannot wait. Unlike this guy, which I will be retiring to probably somebody else later, after I'm all done and set on that. But here's the news for this week that I did scrounge up, and a few things popped up that were very interesting. So mostly we're going to kick it off with a lot of anger, sadness, whatever you want to be, depending on what kind of gamer you are, with a lot of bad Xbox Microsoft news here. So Microsoft confirms it scrapped the Xbox Game Pass discount on all games and DLC purchases. I have noticed that. Originally, I have not noticed it because they still do like game sales if you want to purchase games and stuff. So I haven't directly noticed it, but I did notice when I checked the Xbox store and stuff that they did take off all their like discounts and stuff on the DLC and most game purchases, but you still get sales on games and stuff in the Microsoft Xbox store. It's just not the ones you're getting from being a Game Pass subscriber. So kind of a big lull there a bit. That could have been still a feature that people would have stuck around for maybe with Game Pass if they could get their their discounts on their DLC and game purchases. But they did go to the the rewards points instead of the Microsoft rewards points scheme. For me, it's okay because I do the Microsoft rewards program. I use that a lot. I get a lot of points. I get my gift cards. I just cashed in another $50 gift card from my rewards points that I earned, and then I put it to more games for my Xbox account and stuff. So pretty much I just been giving them back the money on more games and stuff that I purchased. But it's kind of frustrating for a lot of people out there because, they used to have like a 10% discount on DLC for Game Pass games. And a lot of times you would get like really big deals on games when they would come out on Game Pass. Like they would be like, oh yeah, you can buy this you can play this game in Game Pass, or you can buy it for this reduced price. It was never really always the biggest price. It depended on per game. But at the end, when they would get rid of the games from Game Pass, like they would be ready to go. And if you still wanted to play that game, or if maybe you wanted to own it, they would tack on another nice little percentage for you to purchase that game at a very reasonable discount usually. And that has since been gone just recently. But you know, it's not like they don't give out great deals in savings for a lot of games on there. Like I just got on my wish list a bunch of games that I was going to wait on, but now they're really tempting me on a bunch of games that I want to get because they just put them on sale recently. And I'm like, oh, shit. Don't tell me I'm going to be buying and dropping more money in Microsoft's coffers because I can't control myself. And they have some sweet game deals on a few games that I personally would like from the Xbox Game Store and stuff like that are also still a part of Game Pass, but I guess they're just on sale because I guess the publishers want to put them on sale. Unless Microsoft's doing a sale, who knows? It could be either or. So there are still a lot of sales. You just got to look for them and stuff, but yeah, it's kind of sad. A lot of it's because of Call of Duty. You know, they took off all the Call of Duty points and stuff like that. They don't want people getting Game Pass for free anymore. Technically, you could still do it. You could still use your Microsoft reward points if you have enough. Get like a gift certificate or a gift card, I should say, for the amount of money that it's worth, and then you can use that gift card towards Game Pass if you get like a $50 gift card and stuff. It depends on how much points you earn throughout the months and stuff, and if you get enough, you can pretty much get yourself a somewhat of a Game Pass subscription. But ultimately, they want people to pay for it, just like they want people to pay for the Call of Duty DLC and stuff. They don't really want to lose money on that stuff. It's really weird that it's mostly Call of Duty and not other things, but it's kind of weird that they do that. But they have confirmed that they scrapped it. It's just another nail in the coffin that is Xbox for any Xbox fan out there, and another big black eye for Microsoft for not. They just seem like they don't care. Also, even though Game Pass has gone up and stuff, they did just announce their new lineup of games that are coming to Xbox Game Pass for Ultimate and stuff like that, and others. So I'm going to go through the list right here. October 8th, which just happened. Which I just downloaded this game, even though I own this game on Steam. Supermarket Simulator. You could play it on the cloud, console, and PC. It's for Game Pass Ultimate, Game Pass Premium, and Game Pass for PC. Now, no, Supermarket Simulator is when you simulate running your own grocery store and stuff like that. It's really silly. It's really stupid. It's been out forever. It was originally just put on Steam, I guess. Xbox and Microsoft, they finally put it out on the console and stuff for Xbox, and I guess they're trying to make more money. And of course, it has achievements, so that's why I downloaded it and I started playing it, and it's still fun for me. I don't know. I like my simulator games. If you didn't notice, there's a lot of simulator games that I like to play, and this is one of those stupid ones. Also, I'm going to see if I can also do some modding with this Supermarket Simulator. I could do it on the Steam version, so I wouldn't see why I couldn't do it with this version as well, because if I can mod it and still earn achievements from it, that means I can circumvent the most stupid, boring stuff that is Supermarket Simulator, where they make you dredge out for long periods of time trying to keep your store in business. Don't want to do that. October 9th, which is as of now, is that today? Yes, it is today. What am I talking about? Okay. It's been a long day, folks. Today, folks. Baldur's Gate and Baldur's, oh man, I can't even speak. Baldur's Gate 2 Enhanced Editions are out on PC Game Pass Ultimate, Game Pass Premium, and PC Game Pass for you Baldur's Gate fans out there. Me, I'm going to wait for Baldur's Gate 3 because that seemed really interesting, and even though I never played any of the Baldur's Gate games, I don't know. How would Baldur's Gate 2 and 1 stack up between Baldur's Gate 3? Let me know in the comments below, because I would like to know personally. Is Baldur's Gate 1 or 2 even worth it, or should I just wait till Baldur's Gate 3 eventually becomes a Game Pass game? Because if they put those two out, I'm pretty sure the third one will come eventually. Let me know. October 14th, later, day before the Xbox Rogue Ally comes out, The Casting of Frank Stone. Doesn't sound like a good game at all, but I could be wrong on that. It's coming out for cloud, PC, and Xbox X and S, for Game Pass Ultimate, Game Pass Premium, and PC Game Pass. Then October 15th, Ball X Pit, cloud, console, and PC, Game Pass Ultimate, PC Game Pass. October 15th, The Grinch Christmas Adventures, cloud, console, and PC, Game Pass Ultimate, Game Pass Premium, and and PC Game Pass, I should say. October 15th, again, Eternal Strands for cloud, PC, and Xbox Series X and S, now with Game Pass Premium. The next couple of these are for Game Pass Premiums here. Also, October 15th, He Is Coming, Game Preview, PC, now with Game Pass Premium. October 15th again, Ninja Gaiden 2 Black. I guess because they never got Ninja Gaiden 2 Black for Game Pass Premium members. They never got that, so it is coming out for cloud, PC, and Xbox Series X and S with for Game Pass Premium. So you premium members can play Ninja Gaiden 2 Black when eventually we're going to get the next one. October 16th, PAX DEI for PC for Game Pass Ultimate, Premium, and PC Game Pass. That's better to say that way. October 17th, Keeper for cloud, PC, and Series X and S, Game Pass Ultimate, and PC Game Pass. October 21st, Evil West. I liked it up to a point, and then I just fell off of Evil West. But it was good up to a point. That's coming for cloud, console, and PC for Game Pass Ultimate, Premium, and PC Game Pass, if you want to try it out. It's, like I said, it's okay up to a point, and then I just, fell off of that game. It was just like, I know. I hate to promote something when it just goes away. Now, October 21st is going to be a day to remember, hopefully. Hopefully it's a good day because Ninja Gaiden 4 is coming out. And this is going to be a day one Game Pass launch for cloud, PC, and Xbox Series X and S for Game Pass Ultimate and PC Game Pass. So that's going to be great. Cannot wait to play Ninja Gaiden 4. What I hear about it's going to be pretty cool, hopefully. And hopefully it's one of those games that brings maybe some people into Game Pass. Probably not, but, it's best knowing. A couple that are leaving Game Pass on October 15th are going to be Cocoon, Core Keeper, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Turtles Mutants Unleashed. I think that was the bad one. I don't know. But that's what's happening with Game Pass. If you like it or not, that's what they're bringing. And a lot of people are going to say, well, that definitely is not games for me. Because I can tell you a bunch of these games that I'd be like, yeah, not worth it. Not worth it. But maybe it's worth it to somebody. That's what I said to a commenter that commented on, oh, there's a lot of phone games on Game Pass and all this stuff. And it's not worth it. And I'm like, well, isn't everything a phone game? And two, a lot of people like that stuff. So can't hate on the people that like that stuff. And unfortunately for you people, if you really wanted to buy an Xbox, even if it is overly priced beyond what it should be, another hitting the nail in the coffin if you're a Sam's Club member, because you will not be able to get Xbox at Sam's Club anymore because they just they're selling off the rest of their stock of Xbox Series X and S's. So this is another retailer selling off their stock, their current stock of Xboxes out there for the Series X and S. It seems really weird that it's happening, but trust me, when I talk to you guys more on the podcast for Monday, maybe we'll figure more of this out. Some people say, well, maybe they're getting ready sooner than later for a new console. I'm thinking they're just wanting to get out of the console business and save some money and maybe try to get more, just be more Xbox digital than physical. You know what I mean? That's what they should call themselves in the near future. If they're going to get rid of Xbox Series X and S's and stuff like that, maybe they should call themselves Xbox Digital going forward, you know? Interesting. But yep, Sam's Club, I guess they got the Series S's are going to be $399. Like they're showing off here. No, $239. Sorry, excuse me. $239.31. I'm seeing that on a clearance thing here. And I don't know what that Series X is going to be, but yeah, it's just another nail in the coffin for them. And you know, Sam's Club is owned by Walmart, so when are we going to hear about Walmart just saying, hey, no more selling of the consoles? At least Xbox. Not doing so good, Xbox. So you remember that little Nintendo short that just happened this week? If you haven't, go to YouTube and type in what's it called? I'm looking for what was this short film called? It was called shoot. Why it's not in this article here is here we go. Close to You. Okay, there we go. I gotcha. They didn't put it. They put it weirdly in this article, so it's not one of the headlines here from IGN when they were talking about this. I did watch this. I watched this twice because I was like wondering. I was watching for key moments and points in this video. It does look very Pixar-ish from this animated thing, and Nintendo has confirmed that this is indeed a tease for the new. A new Pikmin tease. It's for the new Pikmin game that's coming out eventually. And they're teasing it with this new CG trailer, which looks pretty good. It looks like a Pixar film, a mini Pixar film, like one of the Pixar shorts. And the weirdest thing, and this could be just me, I was looking at it, and you look at the mother, doesn't she look a lot like Mrs. Incredible a little bit? Doesn't it look like a ripoff? She look like a ripoff, or do most of these animated moms look like that? But she looks like a ripoff of Mrs. Incredible. I'm like, wait, Mrs. Incredible? What's going on here? Is this a new Incredibles thing that's working with Nintendo? What? And then I look, and I'm like, oh no, that's some generic mommy that looks exactly like Mrs. Incredible a little bit. I don't know if I was the only one that picked that up because everybody was looking at the baby and making it sound like, oh no, that's Rosalina or something or somebody else. And then somebody says, oh, it's got to be Pikmin because it was floating objects and you see a little blob in the background, which if you look in my video here in my picture here up here, I did take that picture from that screenshot from that part where you see the little red blob in the back underneath the child's crib, and you can tell that that is a Pikmin basically, which humans aren't able to see Pikmin, but they're just invisible to our naked eyes apparently, which is okay. What is this, a Fraggle Rock thing? I never, actually, I kind of, do I remember? No, I probably didn't remember. I must be stupid. I never knew that Pikmin couldn't be seen by humans, but that makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. You know, they're beings, that don't want to be seen or whatever by humans, but they'll do stuff, and Pikmin, are, little creatures that just want to help out if you know it or not, or they're mischievous or not. They're just whole-souled very happy souls. They're pure souls. But yeah, another Pikmin game, pretty interesting. I don't know what else to take from it, but that's what the article says. Nintendo announced that they're doing this, that they did this for the new Pikmin game. And Pikmin's fun, especially Pikmin 3. Pikmin 3 is really, really fun. Let's see here. And Pikmin 4, stuff like that. I like the Pikmin games. The Pikmin games are pretty fun, and they're just Miyamoto really likes his Pikmin games, let's just say, and he wanted to create another one, I guess, and so that's what we're getting here. But it's really weird that they did a trailer like this. I wonder if this has something to do, what this has to do with the game. I wonder if this is like in-game footage that they're doing for the Pikmin thing, because it's weird that they wouldn't just make the CG trailer. But marketing, stuff like that, a lot of people would do that. A lot of companies probably would do that same thing, but pretty interesting on how this is going. So maybe we'll end up in a child's playpen or room or something. I don't know. Maybe the Pikmin will help the child out. Who knows? We'll find out when they announce the next Pikmin game, and Miyamoto shows us what they're going to do and what they're capable of the next time around. So Elon. I know a lot of people don't like him. I know you don't like him, and I'm sure a lot of you are going to really not like him in this. But Elon Musk thinks and says and promises that his XAI studio, because he's got an XAI studio, is going to release a great AI generated video game, and Grok will make a movie that is at least watchable for both before the end of 2026. So, Mr. Promises. He reminds me of Peter Molyneux now, because Peter Molyneux is a game designer. You might know him for Populous and the good. I'm trying to think of the game now. The Fable games. I'm trying to think of the other game though. Oh shoot, the Fable games, Populous. What was that other game he did? The Cube game. I'm thinking he did that, and he like I said, he makes a lot of promises and stuff, and he talked a lot of talk about how this is gonna be this way, and we're gonna make it this way. This game's gonna be so fun. We're gonna add this new thing and that new thingy, and a lot of it never came to be. And Molyneux was just one of those people that promised and lied, and he talks a good yarn, but gotta be careful on every one of his signals on what a great game is. And that's what Elon sounds like right now. He sounds like Peter Molyneux, even though he's richer than Peter Molyneux, and he did some great things. I don't think people are going to like his AI-generated video game or AI-generated video movie. I don't think, not that I would think he would put it in theaters or anything. I don't think that's going to be a thing. I don't think either one of those are going to be a thing, especially by the end of 2026. And on top of that, I don't think this stuff would cut it. I don't think people would accept AI anything. People hate AI as is and ever growing. I would basically watch and play I would play the game for free. I would watch the movie for free. I would not pay any money for that stuff, but I would watch it and play it and see how they were. But like I said, I don't think anybody would want to pay for this stuff. But I would be wrong, because there's a lot of Elon fanboys and girls out there, and they would love for him to generate some entertainment for them. But not a good time, Elon. This isn't a good time to be talking and pushing something like a AI generated game or something, because a lot of people and a lot of gamers and a lot of game public makers and stuff, design people out there are not going to be too accepting and welcoming about this, especially when their jobs could be on the line someday. Not really good. Not really good at all. But yeah, we'll see what he does or doesn't do. Because, like I said, where's those self-driving cars, Elon? Are they all crashing? Most of them have been crashing and caught fire and et cetera, et cetera. Not much faith here for that. But, hey, Elon's got the money. He can do whatever he wants. And another news, which I think is pretty cool and badass. And if you're a Vampire Survivors fan like me, you might like this, especially if you want to play online with other people. Vampire Survivors is getting online co-op for up to 4 players, people. 4 players in Vampire Survivors. Now, people have forked it a bit to have online co-op and stuff in Vampire Survivors, but nothing was official until now. And a lot of us thought, hey, this publisher, developer Poncol, I think I said their name. It's their name, right? Poncol. Poncol. It's got to be Poncol, because you can't go Poncol because you're not having a vowel in there. So it's Poncol. I never thought that they would ever make any more. They've been adding characters and levels and stuff like that. And then, they slowly stopped and stuff because I think they were done. I think what was it? What was the final one? It was Castlevania DLC that they added, which I also got. I think that was the last one they did, or it might have been another one, but that was the last one they did. And then pretty much we all thought, oh, they're done with DLC for Vampire Survivors because they made so much content and so much extra stuff and did so much with the game. We thought that'd be it. No, apparently not. I think they're like, nah, we're going to add something more. We're going to add some co-op. We're going to have 4 players to this co-op thing. And I'm like, that's going to be crazy. That's going to be really crazy. Because this game is crazy as is, but it's going to be more crazy. And I wonder how that's going to work. I wonder how well it's going to work. And I wonder how it's going to work and what they're going to do when Vampire Survivors gets co-op multiplayer near you, brother. And it's coming soon, I guess. So, yeah. Be on the lookout for some local co-ops and online co-op for this Vampire Survivors game. Because once that goes up, I'm sure we're going to see a lot of people and a lot of videos of Vampire Survivor co-ops shenanigans going crazy. And in final news, final gaming news for this week, folks, for me, at least for this show, after an epic journey lasting almost 15 years, YouTuber KurtJMac has finally reached Minecraft's Firelands. Now, I chose this story because I'm a big Minecraft fan, and I'm always blown away by people that play Minecraft in ridiculous ways. Even though I don't really do it, I play it in the most boring way by just digging and chopping and digging and storing and then eventually building some more stuff. But these people just try to push Minecraft beyond its limits, beyond what Minecraft should or could be able to do. And they do it in a way that just really blows my mind. It's like when people learn that you can make programs in Minecraft, when people programmed calculators and machines and weird stuff and all this great stuff that I never knew you could do in Minecraft, because I always thought it was just a tree punching type of game where you punch trees, get wood, make axes, make tools, stuff like that, concrete and cobblestone and all this other stuff and get ores and this and that and build houses and buildings and things and stuff. I never knew that people could do, like, build a whole, like, computer out of this stuff. And it's really crazy what people do and what people build in Minecraft. And, you know, then you got the people that just like to push it to its limits by going far out or trying to dig down and up and trying to just break the game in ways where it's like, well, it wasn't really intentionally designed this way, but it works to a point. And apparently this person spent 15 years doing this. So it's taken 14 and a half years, but Minecraft YouTuber KurtJMac has finally reached the Firelands. An attempt bodacious, sorry, not my words, somebody else's words, bodacious. Oh, there we go. Sorry, I can't read. An attempt so bodacious that it's even has its own Wikipedia page. KurtJMac kicked off the journey back in March of 2011 after Minecraft creator Marcus Persson suggested it was impossible to get there. So that's the Firelands, which I just said. And while KurtJMac may not be the first person to have reached the outer edges of the procedurally generated world, his attempt is one of the most famous, taking almost 15 years to achieve and crossing the line on October 4th. He even holds a Guinness Book of World Record for the longest journey in Minecraft without using cheats or exploits, and has raised over $500,000 for charity. So, good dude. He's not like Mr. Beast or any of those other guys that just try to make as much money and try to get people to watch their crappy YouTube entertainment shows all the time. This guy is actually doing it for charity, which you got to be respectful. You got to respect that. I respect that. The Firelands technically no longer exist, having been patched out of Minecraft ages ago, but they were discovered after a terrain generation bug created a strange wall-like structure, essentially signaling the very edge of the world. Let's see here. I'm just reading more on this, seeing if there's anything else with this. But you gotta respect the guy. Getting to the edge of Minecraft. The worlds in Minecraft can be pretty much as big as you want them to be. That's what they say. But there are limits. Remember, the bigger it gets, the more memory and the more processing power and the more stuff you got to get for it. And it can get boggled down. Like he was saying, it was like jerking and it was boggling down. It was hitching. It was getting really dicey getting all the way through that part of the Minecraft, because technically, even though you could do it, it was never programmed in the game to run smooth past the points. And it's just remarkable what he did. And as, like I said, a fellow Minecraft person, more power to him. Now what does he do? After 15 years of doing this, now what do you do? Well, a certain Cartman would say, now we can go play the game. Yeah, get to play the game. When asked after you're done doing some craziness like that in the game. You can play the game now, guys. What are you talking about? We can play the game. Make love, not Warcraft. A very, very fun, amazing episode of South Park, if I may state. And that is it. That is the news. That is the Gamez Newz for the week. Like I said before, I decided to just do this at the end of the week because I did have some stuff going on. The news is kind of slowish, so I was just trying to get as much news together as possible for the show, and I figured this stuff was the best stuff to talk about up to today. If any more news happens, which I think there was like a couple news stories, but I'm going to keep them for maybe the podcast. I might add a little news, but yeah, like I said, unless there's some big news coming around, I don't usually feel like I should report it right away. And this is a free show, so I decided, why don't I wait till the end of the week, wait till Thursday, see what I can scrounge up and pick from there to see which news stories are best. Maybe this is the best way to do it. Sure, I could try to do it a couple times a week, but if I can just do this at the end of the week, even though it's not really attached to the podcast anymore or anything, but if I could do this like at Thursdays or whatever, sometimes I'll do more than one or two, but at the end of the week, then I can just take all the games news that I can and talk about it there like I just did. Let me know in the comments below if you watch this and you like what you see and do you want more different games news stories? What would you like game news wise if something pops up? I don't know. Just having some fun here. So this is the end of Gamez Newz Now, and we're gonna call it. I'm gonna call it. I'm all done. That's all the news I have for you this week. Tomorrow, if you're watching this today, the day before tomorrow on October the 9th, October the 10th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on OldFreakyGamer.com or YouTube.com/OldFreakyGamer-2023 or Twitch.tv/OldFreakyGamer. I will be playing, I should say, and streaming, not just streaming. I will be playing and streaming the finale to Mike Rogue City, or RoboCop Rogue City Unfinished Business. There's supposedly only a little bit of like 2 hours or so of game left. And I said, well, I guess this is it. And this is going to be my final stream of RoboCop Rogue City Unfinished Business this Friday. And then after that, I'm going to go to just playing some Game On stuff where I play games and stuff like that beyond the Friday stream. So everybody please be getting ready, get set, and we're going to have some fun with that stuff. So until next time, folks. Oh, and I forgot one more thing. The podcast up Mondays, this upcoming Monday. And then on, after this upcoming Monday, then we got on Thursday, which will be the ROG Xbox Ally release date. And I will be here. I will do my unboxing of it live. I don't know what I'm going to do it live on that Thursday, but when I get it, probably after I eat or something as well, because I'm going to get it in the morning when Best Buy opens up, pick it up and take it home. I'll set up my videos and all that, and I'll try to do a good unboxing for the Xbox ROG Ally, and I'll try to boot it up, load it up. I'll show off how I'm going to install my new M.2 drive in there. I'm going to play around with the settings a bit. I'm going to try to show off as much as possible. Put some games on, do some testing and stuff with it to make sure that the power is there. And yeah, that should be really good. That's going to be like during the day event on Thursday. And like I said, I'm taking off that day to have some Xbox ROG Ally fun. So that's going to be a fun Thursday for me and for you guys. So stay tuned on when I schedule that to happen. Otherwise, we are done with the show. So everybody, again, thank you for watching. This has been Gamez Newz Now with me, Mr. Mike. I am going to get out of here and edit this show and put it up as fast as I can. And if you didn't notice, I'm a little tired because, work, a lot of work. So everybody, till next time, I'm Mr. Mike signing out saying game on, game hard, world conquest. I'm pushing this gaming button, and the show is game over. Until next time, folks. See ya.